WIDA overview. In 2014, South Carolina joined the WIDA Consortium to better meet the instructional needs of the increasingly diverse population of English language learners, or ELLs. WIDA is an organization that provides English language proficiency standards and resources to support implementation of those standards, assessments for measuring students' English proficiency and development, and research and professional learning opportunities focused on advancing academic language development in linguistically diverse students. WIDA has a philosophy which believes in the assets, contributions, and potential of linguistically diverse students. They call this philosophy the can-do philosophy, and it's demonstrated in their definition and description of each proficiency level. In this video, we will be looking at two resources WIDA provides that are represented in this visual: the English proficiency standards and the performance definitions. Each resource helps us better understand how students learn language as they advance through the levels. Let's first look at the standards. Standard 1 states that English language learners communicate for social and instructional purposes. Standards 2 through 5 state that ELLs communicate information, ideas, and concepts necessary for academic success in the content areas of language arts, mathematics, science, and social studies. As a member of the WIDA Consortium, South Carolina now shares standards with 36 other states. Let's take a look at the website. State membership continues to grow. The standards provide common expectations for ELLs across WIDA member states. The purpose of the standards is to provide equitable education opportunities. Although these are broad statements, the standards draw explicit attention to research that has indicated that language learners need intentional language development in all subjects throughout their entire school day. They are the foundation for all educators with ELLs. Although enrichment in elective classes such as art, music, physical education, business, computer programming, etc. are not stated, they are included in Standard 1, Social and Instructional Language. For example, social and instructional language involves language use related to topics such as following directions, rules and procedures, health and safety, research skills, character development, use of supplies, and use of formal and informal register when speaking and writing. Now let's take a look at the 6 levels of proficiency so we can see how students at different levels might process and produce language.
Performance definitions. The performance definitions frame the ELP standards and provide criteria that shape each of the 6 levels of English language proficiency. WIDA provides performance definitions for receptive language, listening and reading, and productive language, speaking and writing. This is the listening and reading chart. The 6 proficiency levels are the left side of the chart, from level 1 entering to level 6, reaching. The green column within each level describes linguistic complexity. Linguistic complexity refers to the amount of output and the types and variety of grammatical structures and the organization and cohesion of ideas. As ELLs gain proficiency, their processing abilities and use of complex structures increase accordingly. The middle orange column focuses on language forms and conventions. This reflects the extent to which a communication is comprehensible. Comprehensibility is measured by the number and types of errors committed in speaking or writing that affect the meaning or intent of the message. These errors involve lapses in fluency, grammatical uses, phonology, and semantic choice. The yellow column focuses on vocabulary usage. This refers to the specificity of words or phrases for a given context. Students at the beginning level of English language acquisition use more general language. As students progress toward full proficiency, more specific and technical language is expected. These performance definitions define what an English learner can either process or produce towards the end of each proficiency level. Let's focus on vocabulary usage column because it is the same for all 4 language domains. Notice how a Level 1 student can process or produce general and social language. As you move up to high levels, the vocabulary usage becomes more specific and idiomatic. For example, a Level 4 student can process and produce specific and some technical content area language and multiple meaning words and idioms. If you wish to reference or further study the performance definitions, they are available for the public on the WIDA website. On the home page, click the Download Library link to access any document referenced in this video. Another representation of the language level and associate skills is the can-do descriptors. These are discussed in a separate video titled Can-Do Descriptors.